guys, it is Carla theBubblelush. Now when I started getting on YouTube, I quickly found some really great blogs, which quickly led me to some food blogs. If you're ever like looking for recipes and stuff, it's really easy to all of a sudden just kind of stumble upon food blogs, especially now with Pinterest. You see some like beautiful dish and you're like, that looks delicious. And when you click the link, it'll take you back to a food blog. One of the, I think, best food blogs is Pioneer Woman. Now it's its own type of food. Come here, Kenny. Lots of butter, very rich dishes. Come here. But they're very good. I don't think it's something you're going to want to eat every single day because they're pretty heavy. But she definitely has some great recipes on there. And the great thing is also she's a photographer, and so her pictures of food are beautiful, and she does usually step-by-step pictures on her recipes, so they are super easy to follow. And they might not be like, they might have like weird ingredients or something, but her pictures make it so easy to follow along that you're like, this is a breeze. So, another thing. Whoa, what are you looking for? What's in there, Hannah? What's something that Hannah could play with? This is empty. Empty. Here, would you like this? Would you like this? I'll trade you. Where are your beads? Can I have them? Can you bring me a bead? I know you're playing, but can I have a bead? Hot mess. Anyway, so Ree Drummond, she's a Pioneer Woman. She has this ranch in like Montana or something. She's got, obviously her husband is a cowboy, and she's got like 4 kids, I think 2 girls and 2 boys. Anyway, so usually they're very like hearty dishes because everyone's been out on the field all day long, blah 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 blah. Anyways, very very popular website, and she also has a new like TV show. Here's the thing. I think that we need to support her. She's one of the biggest food bloggers, and she was finally recognized by TV and given her kind of own show. And I think she's still kind of in like the trial basis. She had kind of a short little season, and now she's starting back up with shows. But honestly, if anyone in like the blogging and vlogging world ever wants to have their own TV show, I'm not saying I do. Seriously, I don't want a TV show. But I think it's amazing when TV recognizes the talent that's on YouTube and blogs, because there's a lot of talent here and we just don't have that much exposure, not nearly as much exposure as TV does. So I think she is definitely a good person to support. You should check out her TV show. You might not like her, but at least just check it out. So now that you know a little background about her, in her most recent episode, she made 2 recipes, and Chris was going to work, but he looked at the TV screen real quick, and he's like, ooh, that looks good, you should definitely make that. So I surprised him, and I made it. So she was making the spicy Dr. Pepper shredded pork, which she calls it spicy pop pork on the TV show, because I don't think she could say Dr. Pepper. But it's a super easy recipe. First you go and buy, let me get down to the recipe list. You buy a pork butt or a pork shoulder. It looks like a roast. Now, she says to get one that's 5 to 7 pounds, but I have a very small Dutch oven thing. Like, mine's smaller than hers. And it's just the 2 of us, and Hannah eats a couple bites, you know. So I bought like a 5-pound one, which was the biggest one they had. I made sure to buy it boneless, and then I cut it in half. And that fit in my pan perfectly, and it made more than enough for dinner. We have like 4 servings of leftovers. So that was perfect for us, and now we have a second dinner, which is good because it wasn't on sale, so I'm glad I could split it over 2 meals. So you buy an onion, a pork butt, salt and pepper, everyone has that on hand. This is kind of the weird thing for me. A can of chipotle peppers and adobe sauce. I don't think I've ever cooked with that. I know I haven't. 2 cans of Dr. Pepper and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. It's super easy. You just like chop in huge wedges the onions, put that in the bottom, put the pork butt on top, spread the adobe peppers on top, put in the tablespoons of brown sugar all around, cover it, and put it in the oven at 300 for 6 hours. So easy. So easy. But it was very spicy. The sauce, the Dr. Pepper adobe sauce and the brown sugar make, very thin. Obviously it's kind of oily because it has all the fat from the pork on it. So once you take the pork out, it's just kind of like this thin, chili, super hot and spicy sauce. Hannah! Oh. You playing with bells while I'm vlogging. I'm vlogging here. Oh, so anyway, so when you take it out of the Dutch oven thing, you have this meat that's falling apart and looks gorgeous, but then you've got this really thin, super sweet but super, super spicy sauce. And so it's kind of like an au jus, where you like pour the sauce on, but only makes it super duper spicy. So I think it would actually be better if it was like smothered in like a barbecue sauce. But Chris really liked it, Hannah did not, but that's to be expected. It was a little spicier than she would like. But another dish I made that, I'm sorry, Pioneer Woman, I did not like it. I didn't like it. It's her, let me find it real quick. Perfect au gratin. So the other recipe I tried was the perfect potatoes au gratin, and I have to admit I didn't like them. What she wants you to do is she wants you to take a big russet potato and slice it kind of thicker than I normally would, and then quarter it. So you basically have these like wedges of potatoes, and you put them obviously in the au gratin sauce. It's kind of curdly after it's all cooked. You know, it's like that butter, heavy cream, weird au gratin mixture. And then on top is this like thick layer of sharp cheddar cheese. It's just not that good. So even though I followed the recipe like exactly like she said, except for I think I made my potato slices even a little thinner than she showed, I still had bites that were like kind of raw. Hi. You're a mess, girl. It must be nap time. You see, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. So what I would do instead was, I guess, use a different recipe. I would slice them just thin instead of the quartering business. It's fine leaving the skins on. I don't have any problem with that. But I don't like the thick layer of cheese just on top. I think I would rather have, like, layered the cheese in there or something. I don't know. I didn't like this first batch of recipes that I tried. But there are plenty more that are delicious. Doggy. Yeah, doggy. There is a doggy up there. Good job. Good eye. My goodness, I didn't even see that. Yeah, good job. You saw a puppy dog up there. But there are lots of other recipes that are very highly recommended. So check out her website. I will leave a link below, and I will leave a link. I'll try to leave a link down below so you can see where when her show airs in your area. I will talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
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 Put your hands up higher saying, see you wave. You wave. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.